No more so today than for Gio Reyna, who makes his first start since Copa America in July last year. So here at Subaru Park, the latest step on the road to a home World Cup. Uruguay to come in Tampa for the United States on Tuesday, but it gets underway with a game against 39th ranked Paraguay here in Chester. Paraguay already securing their spots in next summer's big showpiece. It will be their 9th World Cup appearance, their first since 2010. The US unbeaten in their last 3 matches since a 2-0 defeat against South Korea in New Jersey back on September the 6th. Coming into this window, having tied against Ecuador and beaten Australia last month. So we're underway here on the banks of the Delaware River, and Brendan Aronson with early possession for the US. And a battle on halfway as it's played forward there by Gustavo Gomez, the captain, who is at the heart of the back line here for Paraguay. They've only won 1 of their last 5 matches. That was in World Cup qualifying, the second game of the September window, 1-0 against Peru. And as we saw just before kickoff, Gio Reyna gets an opportunity tonight, Kyle. And it's just his second appearance under Mauricio Pochettino.
An amazing opportunity for him, and also the type of game where his skills against, at times, a low block, a team that's going to sit, it's going to have 2 blocks, it's going to be tight, finding between the lines moments and breaking down that attacking side. I mean, those qualities are something that Gio Reyna has proved in the past. And what a test for him today to show he can come back into camp and be that man.
An early free kick here given by Christopher Corrado, the referee from Guatemala, who has had 1 previous US game, and that was the 3-0 win in the January camp in Orlando against Costa Rica. 8 changes for Mauricio Pochettino's men from the 2-1 win against Australia in the final game of the October window in Commerce City, Colorado. The only 3 that started that game that start again today are Matt Freese in goal and Miles Robinson at the back, with Christian Roldan, who was on the ball there in midfield. Ream with the captain's armband on once again.
You can see them taking that back 3 shape that we've seen recently, with wingbacks very high forward. A lot of inverted players, but they want to stretch this mid-deep block of Paraguay east and west, and want to try to change the point of attack just like this.
Robinson firing it wide to that right side. He was looking for Serginho Dest. Dest also making his second start under Mauricio Pochettino. The last one was against South Korea in September. Mauricio Pochettino tonight taking charge of his 21st game with the US. This only his 2nd game against CONMEBOL opposition. Reyna down the right side, couldn't find a way through as Riveros tracks back. Miguel Almiron on the far side might well have run it out of play for a US corner here.
You see Gio Reyna grabbing the ball. We watched it training the other day. I mean, he was taking set pieces on the far side of the field. It looks like he's not going to be on that duty. Arston's going to use the left foot.
It's Arston's 8th straight appearance, 7 of them starts. Max Arston, a player that has really forced himself into Mauricio Pochettino's thinking this year. Only made his debut against Venezuela in January. There's the ball swung in towards the 6-yard box. Drops down here on the edge of the box for Dest. And now driven in from the edge of the area, no way through there after Roldan's strike. He'll get another chance here out to the far side. And then the cross in, Reyna gets the flick on, it's in off the crossbar! Gio Reyna with the goal! He makes his mark inside 4 minutes on his first start since Copa America.
Just a few opportunities here. Paraguay just struggling to clear their lines, and just love this little step over here. Hesitation on the right foot, just curls it up, and Gio Reyna, so many blue jerseys around him, just takes a look over his shoulder, and just gets caught between 3 players. No one picks him up. A beautiful header it just directs it. There's plenty of pace on the curled ball in from Arston. You can see him. He just knows he's got to nod it towards the goal. Hits the top of the crossbar, and right here, nothing Bill can do about it. And here's the best look at it. It just watches it the whole way. No one around him. Yeah, Gil just, as he's scrambling across, expects it at least to be a challenge, gets a fingertip to it. What a start for the U.S. and what a return to camp for Gio Reyna.
Gio Reyna with his first goal since March of 2024. That one came against Mexico. Tonight here against Paraguay. The U.S. with the early lead. And Cáceres, the Dynamo Moscow fullback, is the man down. Max Arston gets the assist on that one with the ball in towards Gio Reyna. 5th career assist for Max Arston, which is quite a good total considering this is just cap number 15 for the Columbus man.
We've seen that drag step over a lot from Arston. It's so fluid and just excellent service at the end of it too.
Alonso's ball forward down the left side. How the play it goes as Tanner Tessman tried to get that one through. Gio Reyna turned 23 on Thursday. And today, inside the opening 4 minutes, scores the opening goal of the game as Arston gets this one back into his own half and will backpedal here with Robinson.
Well, tough for Paraguay as well. I mean, they wanted to sit back. I mean, this is a team that's very stingy. That's how they qualified for the World Cup.
Tessman into the path of Arston here, no way through down the U.S. left as Juan Cáceres, the 25-year-old defender, puts it out of play right in front of the Paraguay head coach, Gustavo Alfaro, who took charge back in August of 2024 after a group stage exit at Copa America. Across it comes here for Robinson and Ream. Charlotte man forward towards Reyna. Reyna helps it out wide to that right side for Dest, who will be in a very advanced role tonight. He's up against Blas Riveros here. Dest cutting inside. The way opens up for Serginho Dest. It's through towards Balogun. And that one has gone off the captain Gomez. And behind for another U.S. corner.
Gomez does really well there to just nudge Balogun as that's coming through. You see Dest, he had a head of steam. Wonderful inverted run from him. I think Dest is really going to like this free roll. I mean, you could call it a wingback or a winger. It's going to fluctuate between two. And Paraguay sit back. He's going to have that high starting position. You can tell already he's going to enjoy it.
Arston across to the far side to take this one once again. It's a decent delivery. Miles Robinson was climbing, but the referee has given the free kick here for the pushers. That one came in, but it's Gio Reyna with his 9th career international goal.
And it's such a good service. And Gio Reyna does so well to just not snap at it. All he's got to do is just get his chin down, get his forehead on it. What a goal.
Gio Reyna's first headed goal for club or country. And the United States are leading by 1-0. Luke Wildman and Kyle Martino in the broadcast booth. And let's head pitch side to Melissa Ortiz.
Guys, that goal must have meant everything to Gio Reyna, but also to his teammates on the bench. I looked over to the side, and players such as Sebastian, Aiden, Pepe, they all were ecstatic, the entire bench. You could see how much that goal meant to him, especially after all this time that Gio Reyna hasn't been on this team.
Played out wide to the left side from Paraguay as it was with Arce. They'll come backwards here with Alonso. Paraguay in the October window with a 2-2 draw in Japan. They led twice in that game with the goals from Miguel Almiron and Diego Gomez. Almiron, the Atlanta United man, on the left side for Paraguay here today. After that 2-2 draw in Japan, they lost 2-0 in Seoul against South Korea.
That forearm into the back. And good from the U.S. here. I mean, one of the characteristics we've seen consistently in the last couple of camps is intensity to press the ball at times.
Wide to Almiron down the left side. The first time ball into the box is headed in for the leveling goal. Alex Arce has it, and it is all tied up here inside 10 minutes.
And just as I'm saying it about intensity, go press the ball. I mean, just no pressure on the ball. He's onside. You can see the cut of the grass. And with no pressure on the ball, Almiron and his speed gets in behind him. That is such a wonderful first-time ball here. I mean, this is a very difficult skill. It just puts it right in front of Arce with a diving header. Wonderful goal, but just a lapse in concentration there from the U.S. No pressure on the ball, and just one pass beats everyone. What a response from Paraguay. And I looked down at Pochettino. I mean, he just threw his hands in the air. Furious that they switched off in that moment.
A good start, undone. As Alex Arce, the 30-year-old who plays for Independiente Rivadavia in Argentina, scores his first career international goal. A veteran player in his 30s, but just a 12 cap for him. It's played back here towards Tessman and headed away there at the back by Alonso. How's Robinson getting ahead to that one? Out of play it goes on the far side. Miguel Almiron of Atlanta United gets the assist on that one. His 72nd cap. Started both games in the October window and 15 of 18 World Cup qualifiers. Gomez of Brighton. Cross towards Cáceres down the right side. Alonso forward. The referee just waves play on there as Scally went down wanting a free kick, but nothing given.
We talked about it before the game. I mean, Almiron's going to be such a handful because he's going to pick and choose those times to stay wide and give width, and he has so much freedom to tuck in and play centrally. So he's just going to look and see what he has to deal with him when there's no pressure on the ball, and you have a back three. You know, Miles Robinson has to drop. You have to give protection when that ball goes over the top, especially with Almiron's pace. And not only was Almiron in behind, but Arce as well. I mean, the U.S. back line not tight, no pressure on the ball, just the tight bears you can't make, especially against quality teams like this.
Early goals here in the opening 12 minutes. With the U.S. scoring first through Gio Reyna 4 minutes in, and Paraguay leveling in the 10th minute of play as Arston goes backwards here towards Tim Ream. Arston pushing forward down the left side as the challenge came in there from Gonzalez, but it's one back here in the midfield. Diego Gomez across towards Enciso, the Strasbourg man, from a Brighton player, and Almiron down the left side. Dest snapping at his heels as Almiron tries to turn, nothing given by the referee as Tessman brings it clear. Rolled forward towards Leeds United's Brendan Aronson, a Philadelphia Union Academy graduate, back here at home in Chester, Pennsylvania. Dest. Reyna's ball forward down the right side. Balogun had gone across to that touchline to get involved. And this is Tessman. Reyna's 9th international goal today, and that passes his dad, who had 8. Came early, the header from Arston's cross. This is Ream, down the left for Arston. Now roll down, the Seattle man driving forward, picked up by Aronson. Aronson skipping that first challenge. And now Reyna. Scally. Reyna on the right, Borussia Mönchengladbach man linking up there with Aronson, and Reyna almost got the luck of the bounce there. Balogun is down inside the penalty area. It was off the ball.
Let's see what happens. I mean, he definitely takes an elbow. The referee's assistant should be able to see that one. The two of them were in the clear.
Balogun just making his case to the referee. Christopher Corrado from Guatemala, but no one spotted it. That was like Brian Dunseth in his prime.
Yeah, Dunny had sharp elbows.
Across it comes here with Alonso, out wide to Riveros down the left side. Picked up by Reina. Dest. Back for Tessman, the cross in. Balogun can't get there, and it drops behind here for a goal kick for Paraguay in the 15th minute here at Subaru Park.
Good press here. You can see just all players firing. They trigger that ball to the side. And this is the right idea. It's just overhit slightly. You can see what he's trying to do. Just sneak it right over the top. At least a good response after that lapse from the U.S. now. Being the instigators. Definitely collapsing on the ball with numbers. Dest did really well to recover on that last one with Almiron. So Pochettino obviously has to be very frustrated with conceding right after they score, but he's seen a reaction since then.
Orlando Hill getting a chance in goal tonight. San Lorenzo man making just his third appearance for his national team, as Roberto Fernandez, who played in most of the qualifying, drops to the bench, the 37-year-old keeper. Here's a throw the way of Paraguay. Well, Gio Reyna talked to us yesterday about his start at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Says, first of all, it's being fit. That's the first thing, and then everything else falls into place around that. But he said his club situation is so important, and it can translate now, success there and how he feels, the confidence that he gets from those around him at club level, the trust that is being put into him by the coaching staff there. And he can bring that into this camp here with the US national team. He said they have belief in him at Gladbach. Makes you feel good, puts the fire back into you. And he's hoping to translate that now on the international stage.
I thought Pochettino nailed it when we got a chance to talk to him, saying that Gio plays with personality. I mean, it's absolutely true, and you can see it. I mean, he just wants the ball, wants to dictate the game. He's had a good start here for sure.
Free kick here for the United States, right in front of Mauricio Pochettino, who stands arms folded on the edge of the technical area, and Tim Ream will come forward to take it. Ream turning 38 recently, played in 10 in a row before he didn't play against Australia. He's played in 17 of Mauricio Pochettino's 21 games in charge now. Little ball through from Roldan. Balogun back to Tessman. He was trying to find Aronson there, but it comes back towards halfway.
Yeah, Dest on that far side, and Dest was screaming that one-touch pass.
Tessman. Now Reina. Scally down the right up against Blas Riveros. Dest couldn't get that ball into the middle. Aronson putting pressure on as it's hooked away by Alonso.
That counter press is going to be critical today, especially when you have your wing backs in high positions and you're giving up a lot of real estate in those wide areas in transition. You got to press the ball immediately when you turn over.
Dest running at Riveros. Positive play from Serginho Dest as he drives to the byline. It's Roldan! Comes back out. Balogun couldn't get there, and the keeper will pounce. Christian Roldan with a strike as he looks for a first international goal.
You can see what he's trying to do. I mean, this is a beautiful cutback, and Gio Reyna wants it, but it's the perfect ball. He wants to sidestep it, but he just catches it a little bit off of his heel. He's got to start that almost outside of the post to have a chance to score that one. Great little sequence.
Almiron away down the left side, up against Scally. Dest back defending as well. Miguel Almiron turns back. Almiron back with Atlanta United. 6 goals and 7 assists for Atlanta in 31 MLS appearances since his return last January after a little over 6 years in Newcastle. Alonso. I say the goal scorer, Almiron forward, but it's drifted out into touch there.
And that time, you couldn't see Robinson through most of that play. He was out of your picture, but did the right thing. There was no pressure on the ball, and he dropped 5-10 yards behind the other center back partners because he knows if they get beaten those diagonal positions, he's got to be the one to come over and cut that off, and played it nicely.
6 players in the starting lineup today were in the 2022 World Cup squad. Ream is one of them. Miles Robinson, of course, missed it due to injury. Back for Ream. Austin back here for Ream. Cincinnati man Robinson. Forward it comes from Scally into the feet of Reina. Dest, no way through. US Soccer on TNT is brought to you by Volkswagen and the 2025 Tiguan. It's 1-1 here in the 21st minute at Subaru Park in Chester, Pennsylvania. The US taking the lead through Gio Reyna, pegged back by a goal in the 10th minute through Alex Arce, his first international goal for Paraguay.
Shout out to our Volkswagen friends in LA at the Street Slam. I know they're all in the rain watching this game right now.
Aronson's ball inside, gets it back from Roldan, and this is Ream. Across it goes to Miles Robinson.
I've really loved Gio Reyna. At times he wants to come back and get on the ball, but I love that he's staying high between the lines. There are a few times now, rather than checking to the ball, he's actually taking steps backwards towards the goal, and the entry passes to him, then beat those first 2 lines of confrontation.
And he said to us yesterday he feels maybe that the way Mauricio Pochettino plays and this kind of fluid system as well really suits him.
That's great for him.
Wide to the right for Serginho Dest, up against Riveros, into the path of the goal scorer Gio Reyna, and claimed by Hill. Matt Freese conceding early, but apart from the goal, he's not had an awful lot to do. Freese, one of 2 Philadelphia Union Academy graduates in the starting lineup here today. Mentioned Aronson earlier. There are also a couple more on the bench as well, with Austin Trusty and Mark McKenzie.
Well, this is that check-in. The ball comes back in. Didn't really seem like it was intentional. Just an unlucky collision.
First meeting between these teams since 2018, when the US won by a goal to 0 in North Carolina with a Bobby Wood penalty. Christian Roldan making a late substitute appearance that day. It was just his 3rd cap. He's the only player involved in this squad that was involved back on that day in 2018 as Hill plays it long downfield. Miles Robinson underneath it. Robinson, a teammate of Max Arfston in this squad, having gone up against him in the MLS playoffs over the course of the last couple of weeks. Cincinnati coming out on top against Columbus over 3 games as Miles Robinson moves on and Arfston sees his season ended. Played forward down the right side. It's a good ball, and it's a chance for Arce to race onto it here. He's going to take something special from that angle, but it's taken a deflection behind.
That's a perfect example of Robinson. He's in the right spot this time. I mean, this is just a wonderful ball. Ream gets beat, looks over, he's got his partner there. And Robinson, he's just trying to shrink the angle. It does well to help out Ream. Arce has definitely been a handful, and he likes the physical contact too. He likes playing with his back to the goal. He's been getting in the battles.
First corner of the game for Paraguay. Put it firmly away by Roldan. That goes off the back of Balogun as the shot came in there from Riveros, the left back. Let's head back down to Melissa Ortiz, pitch side.
This is Christian Roldan's 42nd cap, and he was awarded recently MLS Best 11 this season. When asked if this was his best season at an individual standpoint, he says, definitely a proud moment for me individually, but I don't play the game at an individual standpoint. I'm a defensive center mid, guys. He says, but it's really nice to get recognized for my work. That award was an award for my team, he said. It's been a wild year, but I can take advantage of any call-up. That's my goal, and to impress Mauricio Pochettino and show him in this camp and any camp going forward what I'm capable of.
And it's that kind of attitude that isn't a surprise coming from Christian Roldan, but it's something that has really endeared him to Mauricio Pochettino.
Absolutely. I mean, he's trusted. I mean, talk about taking opportunities and proving that you can be trusted. You know, it's not about, talent. It's not about upside. It's about consistency. And we've seen it from Roldan. And I'll say character-wise, there's a player on the bench, Berhalter, that's been the same. You know, it's two guys that whether they're playing or not, up the intensity, the accountability of every camp.
Roldan starting consecutive games for the US for the first time since October of 2019, when he started against Cuba and Canada in the Nations League. Tessman wide to the right here for Dest. He's got support from Scally on the overlap here as it comes towards the byline. The challenge coming in there from the left back Riveros. And Cisco going chasing. And Cisco will pick it up here. From a Premier League attacker now, another one. Miguel Almiron fouled just on halfway. And I think a yellow card is coming out here. First of the game, and it goes towards Miles Robinson.
Yeah, no doubt there. Doesn't get a lot of contact, but just the attempt to trip and knowing that Almiron's a speedy guy who's going to get away if he doesn't try to get a piece of him there.
Probably did that a few times in training when they were teammates in Atlanta.
I'm sure Brad had to watch a lot of that training.
Of course, Miguel Almiron playing such a huge role in Atlanta United's most successful times. First spell with Atlanta, 62 appearances. He won MLS Cup in 2018. He was the MLS Newcomer of the Year in 2017 as well. 21 goals, 28 assists in that first Atlanta spell for Miguel Almiron, who will now be reunited again with Tata Martino, the new Atlanta boss. Alston with the throw here back towards Tim Ream.
He did really good in the Premier League too. I remember right from the start, just playing exactly the way he plays. A little bit irreverent, going at people. Speed, dynamism. It's been fun to watch his career grow.
He's exactly the type of people that the Newcastle United fans up there in the Northeast grow to love pretty quickly. Miguel Almiron making a huge impact over there on Tyneside before coming back here. It's played forward for Arce, the goal scorer. He's up against Ream. Almiron trying to get on the end of it, and Cisco there as well, but it'll be cleared away by Arfston up towards Balogun. Is he fouled? He thought he was, but it's picked up here by the captain. And Gomez is fouled now. There's a bit of frustration creeping in here. Balogun and Aronson with arms raised to the referee, asking why they didn't get the call. Now it goes the other way.
Well, I'll say that the referee's been consistent in that he's let a lot of that contact, especially when the ball gets played up to strikers, go.
So Almiron standing over it. Miguel Almiron now 31 years old, made his debut against Chile back in 2015. Played in by Gomez, looking for the back post, drops here, and the flag is up as Bobadillo, the Sao Paulo midfielder, tried to get on the end of that one. Win against Australia in Colorado through 2 Haji Wright goals to end the October window was the first time the US managed to win under Mauricio Pochettino when conceding the first goal. In fact, the first time winning when giving up the first goal since that opening minute goal against Jamaica in the Nations League semi-final back in March of 2024. It was a different scenario today. They took the early lead, only to be pegged back inside the first 10 minutes, and it stays 1-1 as we approach the half-hour mark here. Robinson's ball through, Roldan. Reina flicks it down the right side. Serginho Dest here, driving that cross in. Comes back to the edge of the box for Gio Reyna. Now it's Arston, skips the first challenge, but can't get past the